Hey guys, well this is my last session in my series of tutorials on Believe by the Bravery, and in this session I'm going to show you how to play the lead guitar parts, which are the parts played by Mike Zakarin. And if I were a drummer I would do a drum tutorial, but I'm not, and although I have played piano for many years, I have not studied the synthesizer parts in this song very much, so I'm not going to do a tutorial for that, although I will show you one part that the synthesizer plays in this tutorial here. But anyway, the settings I use the neck pickup, then I use about 4 gain, 8 mid-range or so, about 6 treble, no bass, and a little bit of reverb. And again, you can do whatever you want, but the point is a little bit more treble for the lead guitar. So, you might want to watch my rhythm guitar tutorial first, but it's not really essential to understanding what I'm doing here. The song, as I've covered before, is broken up into a few simple parts. You've got the little bass intro, which is just the riff of the song, and then you have an intro played twice, then the verse, a double length verse for the first verse, then you have the chorus, then you have one instance of the intro, then a single length verse, then a chorus, then a solo, then a bridge, then the chorus played as the outro. And so there are specific parts which are repeated for those different sections. Now, as I begin here, we're going to play almost everything except the solo and the bridge on the top 2 strings for this. So when I say something's on the 9th and the 6th frets, for example, or the 6th and the 9th, as I'm about to do, the higher number is always going to be the top string, because the 4th finger that I use for that is always going to be higher up the guitar than the 2nd finger. So, without further ado, you have the bass intro to the song, and then you have this intro section played twice. 6th and 9th frets are the first notes you play. Then 6th and 8th frets. Then 9th and 11th frets. Then 8th and 11th frets. That's played twice at the start of the song. Then we get into the verse. And in the verse, Mike doesn't play anything at all. So you can just sit back and have a cup of coffee or catch a game, but you don't have to do anything for the guitar. Or if you get bored with sitting there, which I do, like if I'm doing a guitar cover, for example, you can do one of 2 things. You can either do the synthesizer part, which is what I did when I first started learning the song, or you can do some improv, and I'll show you both. Synthesizer part, I'm not going to go into detail on this. You can listen to it, you can figure it out yourself, because it's not really relevant, because it's not guitar. But anyway, the synthesizer at the end of each section of the verse plays this. Listen carefully in the song, you'll hear it. And actually the neck pickup on the guitar does make it sound a little bit like what the synthesizer does. It's got kind of a hollow, woody sound, like an oboe kind of. But that's the synthesizer part. If you want to do improv, the best way to do it is on these 3 strings here, the 3 above the bottom one, do the 6th and 8th frets, stuff on there, and then 6th and 9th frets for the bottom string and the top 2. So like, you know, do a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs and cool stuff like that. And that wasn't really within the rhythm of the song as I demonstrated it, but when I'm playing along, I will do it in there. All right, now let's get into the chorus. On the chorus, you're going to end up playing on the 12th and 14th frets, but actually you start off on the 14th. There's an intro. As the verse closes out, you're gonna lead in with this 14th fret, and then 12th and 14th, 14th and 16th. I'm sorry, did I say that wrong? Yeah, I totally said that wrong. 11th and 13th. You start on the 13th and then do the 11th and 13th. I'm sorry, so ignore the 12th and 14th thing. That's not relevant. 11th and 13th. Then 14th and 16th. Then 9th and 11th and 8th and 11th, which was the same ones you played at the end of the intro part. So that's the chorus, but that's repeated 4 times in the chorus. Then you got the solo, which I covered, and when I do the solo I usually flip to the bridge pickup there. So you're gonna have the solo, you know. Notice the solo ends on the 6th fret of the bottom string. Stay there and do vibrato. 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. Walk that down. Now, jump up to the 3rd string. That's actually the 4th string, but the 3rd string from the bottom. And then to the 8th fret, and then go. Play those notes. As this is during the bridge, of course. and then go silent. For the ending part of the bridge, nobody's playing anything, but I think there's like a synthesizer ambient sound. And then it just goes back into the chorus with the intro. And that's really raspy because I forgot to change back the neck pickup. You want to do that. Now if you get bored playing a lot of that during the outro, which I do, I usually play the melody of the song on the 6th and 8th frets, incidentally. And you can do that if you wish, or whatever you please. Now I haven't really been happy with my choice of an ending note for this song. I always thought it ended like this, but that doesn't sound good. So actually, I think he just kind of doesn't play anymore. Whereas the rhythm guitar, you know, a firm strike of the 6th and 8th fret power chord on the bottom 3 strings. But anyway, I believe that's about all there is to it. So before I run out of time on this video, like I did with the last one, I'll play some stuff here to demonstrate. See, I'm playing nothing because that's correct, but I'm going to play the synthesizer part when it comes up so you can hear where that fits in. And then it goes silent, and then there's the outro. But anyway, I believe that that's all there is to it. So, as far as I know, this wraps up all of my tutorials on this song. So if I get really good at playing another song, then I'll definitely try and make some tutorials for that if there's any interest in it. But otherwise, thank you for watching these videos, and feel free to leave comments and criticisms. You know, you're kind of dumb if you want to leave that. You know, I kind of know that I'm kind of dumb, so I'm totally okay with that. But if you have any constructive criticism, like, hey, you should improve your playing technique this way, or you should play this differently, or whatever, if you know better than me, feel free. Because like I said, I'm still a beginner. I've only played for a few months, and there's a lot of stuff I know that I'm doing wrong or not that great. So feel free to let me know that. And then if you have any questions, I'll definitely be happy to answer them. I'm not going to rudely ignore you. So if you have any questions about how to play this song, as far as I know it, then feel free to ask me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, thank you for watching my video series.